Marka, we're gonna walk. Today we are doing this for a cause. Walk down the Brooklyn Bridge to keep the test and keep the SHSAT test.
Okay, do another one without the protesters. Right here, directly ahead of me, right here. Okay, come on. Just the chest off. Do you mind hopping in? Just look at me. Hurry, hop in, hurry. Just hop in real quick and see what it's Alright, ready? Christmas card. 1, 2, 3, cheese. 1, 2, 3, cheese. Okay, perfect. Oh yeah, true. Are we good? Do you guys wanna like just you two or? The lighting is good, everything is good. Let's scooch over that way.
Alright, there's a trash can.
I thought you were gonna be at the front.
I was all the way in the front shooting, waiting for you.
They're pretty much all done, so let's go to the other way.
You mean the big purple building?
Hi.
put in your sign?
They're using our education. They're taking away the SHSAT just to get more of the Mexicans or the African Americans votes. And it's very unfair to us because we spend so much time, as said before, studying and preparing for the SHSAT, when they're just going to drop it.
So they're trying to get votes. You feel like your vote doesn't matter in this case? Tell me why.
Because they're just getting rid of our votes for their votes. And
Why is this important to you? Why is this
the SHSAT is an important thing to us.
You go to the same school?
No, me and her are going to make that.
So where? What are your names?
Well, here's the thing. These are basic reforms. 50% of Asian Americans.
Mark.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's written by the students. So why we're here today is to address a very simple fact. In New York City, this is a 2014 report, we have 15% of the population. But yet, the city only gives us 1.4% of social services. Today is not about that, but we know the city knows our population. What today is about is what the city, one ethnic group, Asian Americans, we assume, owns admission to these schools. He further said, either we believe the kids, black and brown kids, can't compete, or there's something wrong with the system that's not casting a wide enough net. The only true statement that he said is that there is something wrong with the system.
Yeah. Yes.
It is not the net. And it is not the net. This is the report from the New York City Department of Education. Here it clearly shows that in terms of proficiency, the city of New York have failed all the children in the city of New York, including Asians and all kids. But especially, as the chancellor said, black kids and brown kids, because they barely, over the years, passed proficiency. No one here are saying that these kids are not bright. We're saying that the board of education have failed them and not preparing them for what they needed to do. The system is broken, fix the system. But what's
Fix all schools!
Fix
all schools! Fix all schools! Fix all schools! Fix all schools! Fix all schools!
Angry is because we send our kids to tutoring classes because the board of education is not doing their job, that somehow that's an advantage. The city not doing the job, and we parents sending our kids for additional tutoring, it is not a crime. It is the right thing to do. We should not be punished for sending our kids for better education. So, one last point. Why our parents are so, especially Asian parents, feel the way they feel. This, according to an opinion piece of the New York Times, a 2009 Princeton study shows that Asian Americans have to score 140 points higher on the SAT than whites, 240 points higher than Hispanics, and 250 points higher than blacks to have the same chance of admission to a leading university. These are not our numbers, these are facts. One last point I want to point out to you is the discussion of recent articles in the paper, right? Again, this is not a fact. Why parents believe education is the only way out to get it done. Based on the 2013 report by the Asian American Legal Defense Fund and the SHSAT Coalition, 50% of Asian American students in school said they have been bullied. So that is why they moved to make sure that the kids get the best education. That's how they want to get out from poverty. So we are here today to stand in solidarity with all the parents to keep the test.
Keep the test! 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 Keep the test!
These are the two that organized them. I reached out to Senator Golden, as well as many other elected officials. They've been invited here. Whoever doesn't show up, I don't know. But thanks for Senator Golden for having this permit for us to be here today. So thank you, Senator Golden. Let me introduce to you Senator Mon J. Golden. And then after that, David will introduce the rest of the speakers.
I want to start by thanking both Susan Chan and Vita Lobella. Give them a round of applause for putting this together today. I also want to thank Don Lee for his good work in organizing and putting these facts together. Give Don Lee a round of applause. I'm also joined by Mark Molinaro and Julian Killian. Give them a round of applause for being here and standing with us as well. Running for governor and lieutenant governor. It's time for Mayor de Blasio to stop the games. Stop the games. Stop pitting our diverse communities against each other. It's plain wrong, and it shouldn't happen.
Stop the game! 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 Stop the game!
Once again, Mayor de Blasio has chosen the easy way out. We should be improving. We should be adding STEM and STEAM. We should be going after science, technology. We should be building up our STEAM and STEM programs like I am doing in Brooklyn and putting extra money into it to make sure that all of our kids have an opportunity. We should be specializing in programs all across our city, in all of our schools, so that everyone in our system can excel, and that the waters, the tides, and the boats can rise for all. We should be doing that. Why does the mayor, the chancellor, and the Democratic Assembly, and the Democratic senator that's carrying this bill want to punish our level 4 students? Why? It makes no sense. We want everybody to achieve the highest and the best for themselves, because when they do that, it's great for our cities, our towns, our villages, our state, our country, our businesses. We want everyone to excel in the families. We should not be focusing on the 4% that are rising. We got to look at the 97% that are at that 4%. Do you recognize that we put in almost $25,000 per child in the city of New York for an education? No other state in the country, no place in the world do we spend that type of money. And we're looking to dumb down education and not bring education to everybody. We should be concentrating on all of our schools, on all of our children, and that money should be going to those kids, and that education should be getting to those children, and those boats and those tides should be rising for all of the children, not going after This bill will never see the light of day in our conference. The Senate Republicans will not allow this to come to the floor for a vote because it's plain wrong. And he needs legislation to change the dynamic of this test. He cannot do it. And he's not going to change the Discover program either, because we feel that that's the back door of trying to dumb down the education in our good schools here. We want everybody to excel. We want brown, black, Asian, white. We want everybody. We want all to be able to excel. But don't deny anybody. We are not going to let the Democratic Assembly again, or the Democratic Senate sponsor, to punish our children. It's not right, and we will not let it happen. We will keep the test.
Keep the test! 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 Keep the test!
Ladies and gentlemen,
Keep the test!
if we want to expand, if We're looking for opportunities for all, and we're looking for other ways to give opportunities for all. Create more schools. Create more high-end schools. Don't change the 9 that we have. Enhance the 9 we have. You want to open up more schools? Do it. Give everybody opportunity to get into specialized schools. But don't change the standard that we've created. Do you recognize how many Nobel Prize winners we've gotten out of those schools? Think about it. Stuyvesant, Brooklyn Tech, Staten Island Tech. Think about all of these great schools that have given us so much opportunity. We have scores of people achieving these high goals. These people that run our corporations here in downtown Wall Street, many of them are coming from our top schools. Our scientists, our math, our creation of our ability to do economic development is coming out of what we've seen in our top schools. But so are the other schools. So let all of our schools have the ability to move forward. Have all of our children the ability to move forward. And everybody move up and reach the American dream, because that's what it's about, the American dream. Every parent wants their child to get the best education they can. We should not be denying any child any education in the greatest city, in the greatest nation in the world, and we won't let it happen. Thank you very, very much. Thank you, Senator Golden. Thank you for coming here today. Today, it's about kids. That's what we're talking about, kids and education. So I want to bring up Caroline to speak for the students from Stuyvesant.
Hi. I'm Caroline McGough. I am the current Vice President of Stuyvesant Young Democrats. We've come here today to say a few things about Stuyvesant and all specialized high schools as a whole. First off, we are not elitist. We want everyone who can get into these schools to work hard and to get in, to put in the effort. More than half of the students at Stuyvesant qualify for free or reduced lunch. And this entire setup, getting rid of the SHSAT, is an easy way out for politicians. Instead of improving middle schools across the board in underrepresented neighborhoods where they're scoring 3s and lower than 3s and 4s, you need to take action there before you can change the SHSAT. This is, again, an easy way out. They are pandering to underrepresented voters, to Black and Hispanic voters, and it is because de Blasio has made them time and time again their vote without actually producing results. In 2013, in the mayoral election, Mayor de Blasio's election, Asians only made up 5% of the vote, but in the 2010 census, they are 13% of our population in New York City. There is a reason why de Blasio is ignoring our demands for the SHSAT. It is because we are underrepresented in voting. So, Stuyvesant Young Democrats have set up voting booths outside the park after this event. You can pick up voter registration forms and you can vote them out!
Vote them out! Vote them out! Vote them out! Vote them out! Vote them out! Vote them out! Vote them out! Vote them out!
The major issue which we cannot solve, which is the SHSAT. Look forward to doing that, and thank you, everyone.
Hi everyone, my name is Kevin Boudrum. I'm a student at Stuyvesant High School, and we recognize that there are problems. The graduation rates for English language learners are dropping, schools are overcrowded, but is the SHSAT the problem? No! And so we're calling on de Blasio to fix the actual problems of this system, inequalities in middle and elementary school education. As de Blasio prepares to run for higher often, he's abandoning New Yorkers who are struggling with the current education system. We're saying that no matter where you come from, no matter where you live in the city, no matter what socioeconomic class your parents come from, you deserve the opportunity to have the equal chance to attend a specialized high school. And we are fighting for that, for equality for all New Yorkers. Thank you.
Thank you very much. This community is looking for leadership. We're being let down by the city administration as we have community's looking for leadership. Today I have a father of 3, one on the way. He knows about education. He's the Dutchess County executive. He's also running for governor of New York State. I'd like to introduce to you Mr. Mark.
Thank you, everybody. I want to thank the students who are here and the young people who took time out to remind us what this debate is about, and it's about all of them. How about a nice round of applause for them? Students reminding us, young people reminding us that every child should have the ability to succeed. And I believe, and Julie Killian and I, who are running for governor and lieutenant governor of the state of New York, believes in a state that encourages everybody, regardless of background, regardless of race or income, that we believe in every child and the capacity of every individual to achieve success if we encourage them, if we inspire them, and if we challenge them. So yes, Mayor, yes, Chancellor, keep the test and fix the system so that everyone, no matter where they are, has an education that inspires and encourages them to learn. The state of New York spends more per student than nearly every state in America. Every state in America. So the problem isn't that we aren't challenging them enough. The problem is that we're not getting the investment in every school, in every classroom across the state. If I'm governor, the state I believe in, the New York that I believe in, looks like the kids here, and it looks like the kids in every neighborhood of this city. That absolutely a state that believes in every child, in every family, and in every teacher. If we give them the tools and the resources, if we make the right investment, and if we inspire and challenge them to learn, to achieve, and to succeed, that's the New York I believe in, and that's why we stand with this community and these students. Thank you.
Keep the test! 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 Keep the system! Keep the test! Keep the system! Keep the test! Keep the system! Keep the test!
Good morning, everyone. My name is Grace Goldstein. I'm a sophomore, soon to be a junior at Stuyvesant High School. And I actually attended a rally for the same cause the other day. One thing I heard a lot there was the system works. That is not true. If you know me, you know that I've never heard me talk about my middle school experience. You know how aware I am of that. You know I've been talking about the fact that the system does not work very well. All of us are here today to figure out what works in schools, and we need action, and we need it now. So keep the test, let's reward the kids who work hard, and let's help every child get to the point where they can pass the test. We need more specialized high schools when we do that. So let's get our mayor and all our politicians to support you kids by keeping the test and fixing the pipeline. Focus on the K through 8 schools. Thank you very much, and we'll support you kids.
Keep the test! 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 Keep the test!
Vito Lobello, specialized high school test.
Well, I tell them it doesn't start in 8th grade. It doesn't start in 7th grade. Here's when it starts. This is when it starts. It's books, not devices. It's talking to your kids, not letting them watch TV. It's reading to them. Okay? That's what we do. This is not about 7th grade, 8th grade, 6th grade. That's important, but by then it's too late. We have to fix the pipeline. We have to start having great schools that identify talented kids of all ethnicities, of all races. We have to identify these children, we have to nurture them, we have to give them what they need to excel, so when it comes time for them to take the SHSAT, they will excel. We also need more seats, right? We need more seats. There should be 10 specialized high schools. We have everyone who could do well in a school should be able to have access to a school. That's something the mayor can do. He can expand the pie instead of making us fight amongst ourselves for an ever diminishing slice of the pie. Okay? That's what we need to do. We need to work together to expand opportunity for everyone. Thank you.
programs to help the underrepresented communities to learn and prepare for the SHSAT. But where we don't see support is from the mayor. So Mr. Mayor, if we want to change something, let's change the root of the problem. Let's make our K-8 schools better. Let's make sure students know about the opportunities such as SHSAT. Let's make sure we fix that problem and not ignore it, while making a new problem and covering this actual problem up. So what I ask you today is put true effort into finding a solution that actually works and encompasses what the underrepresented communities need, and not just taking the actual problem in disregard. Thank you.
Keep the test! 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 Keep the test!
Thank you all today. Look at believe me, I got time. This is how you do it. It's by reaching out for all communities early on. The Chinese, Asian Americans have worked very hard to get to their academic achievement, but that doesn't mean that other people can't do it. This is the one test that's fair. It doesn't care what your background is. It doesn't care whether your family is rich or poor. So many of these kids are
Who was the photographer who used to scream, "Thank you" at the end of the Master's press conference?
And there's immigrant families. They're newcomers to America. This is part of the American.
There's like some photographer.
This is why we are
Keep the test! Keep the test! Keep the test! Keep the test! Keep the test!
And we have Steve Wong.
As a graduation in the Pakistan, all right? I know how hard I pushed my goal to get the SHSAT, test for the test, and go to the school. So I know a lot of family, parents, how they take care of their kids, all right? Save the money and teaching them how to get the test for the SHSAT, right? So that's why they can get a good future. For us, he doesn't have a problem for community. He never talk to all the family or the children, and then he want to kick out for the SAT program. We say no, right? No! Okay, keep the SHAT.
Keep the test! Keep the test!
And right now, the very important thing we have to do, register, get out to vote, okay? Even we find out they're not correct person, we vote them out.
Vote them out! Vote them out!
Okay.
Vote them out! Vote them out! Vote them out! Vote them out!
And also, right now it's not the end. It's only the beginning. We should be able to work together, all the family and our kids and the political people. We want to let Prasco know he did the wrong decision. All right? Thank you.
All right, so we're going to deliver the letter to the mayor. Before we do that,
Minister John Williams, in my ministry, we believe that true education is the harmonious development of the body, the mind, the spirit, the whole person. Not only the person itself, but a diversity of things. Now, I want to say this. I love the mayor. I have 2 grandchildren. One went into pre-K, which I am appreciative of at 3 years, at 4 years old. Now, this year, my grandson will be going to 3K, which means that he is setting things up at the 3-year-old and the 4-year-old level for excelling, for excelling in everything in education. And so, I beg my mayor, please, keep the test!
Keep the test! Keep the test! Keep the test! Keep the test! Keep the test!
so the parents and students ask me to thank everyone for coming. There will be other speakers, but at this point, we want to make sure that we deliver the letter that's been drafted to the mayor. So some of the white wall, and then Lino, Susan, and some of the students, could you guys just, are you going to help them? Okay. All right. Thank you, Senator Golden.
Come on, let's go.
Thank you. All right, so we'll come back. They're going to deliver the letter. Everyone who's going to speak,
Thank you.
feel free to speak.
Mr.
We want to
Golden!
Yes, thank you.
speak. Go ahead, ma'am.